Let's see if I can find the token for it that we created. It's somewhere. It's somewhere.
The slurry pipe last I saw it.
Yeah, that's right. It was there.
Yep. Bring it to the. In Pearl Cantina. Yeah, just north. All right. So let me zoom in here. This is what the amulet looks like. I have a petrified wood with the carving of a letter M in the same alphabet that the Giantish and the Sylvan languages share. Who tried to identify this before? I think it was Fereosae.
I think it was Fereosae.
Yeah, up on top of the boxes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Has anyone else taken a look at it yet?
Zephyros hasn't.
I don't think. Yeah, I think we haven't. I think we'll probably step up at some point and give it the eye. What kind of check is this?
I don't know. Like, what kind of questions do you have?
Zephyros, have you taken a look at this? Quite a peculiar thing. I recognize the Giantish rune, right? It's written in a giant language, right?
Yeah, it's like an M in the alphabet that is used by Sylvan and Giantish language.
This, right here. M in the giant tongue. Perhaps others that share a similar dialect, but I'm not sure.
Zephyros speaks Giant. He's, I just want to confirm. Yeah, he's fluent in Giant, so he knows that as well.
I will say a
So
common...
you confirm, just like if I wrote the letter M in front of you, that that it is a wow.
Whoa, how did that happen?
That it is the letter M.
I will say like a greeting in Giant to Zephyros.
Who would nod back and give the appropriate response?
Then I would say something about how great knowledge is, some sort of knowledge theme saying that giants have.
And then Zephyros would acknowledge it, and again, I don't know, maybe put it in a haiku of some kind and use it in a funny way.
Splendid, yes!
You notice Manny smiling as he's listening to the two of you talk.
But what else? The history dating back, shared lineages. I'll ponder the history and the, what is it, etymology? The study of languages?
Linguistics, wouldn't it be? Is linguistics just speaking languages in the sense of the skills?
Yeah, it's reading and writing and understanding what language it is if you don't speak it. So,
okay.
Yeah, give me a knowledge history check.
I don't have anything to aid you there, I'm afraid.
I need I got an 8, so that doesn't
It's historic.
pan out, really.
It's historic, yeah.
You're trying to think. You've been delving too much into Alkwani and Rakastan history that you may be missing the mark completely.
Surely, though, something.
Your mind goes to like giant cultures and titans, and it's just along the wrong path.
Would a knowledge geography tell us something, or which one did you try for us?
Yeah, Kenny, I just gave it to them. It's like if I put up the letter M and you went, is that a letter M? Yes. It's the letter M.
The books we had were written in a code. I'll flip one of them open and look for the M being used anywhere in it.
The code is really simple. You almost start to see patterns when you stare at it a little bit, and they're using the same language. They're using the same alphabet as common.
No, this isn't right at all.
Let's try and figure out the book while they're. I'll try and help figure out the book while they're working on the rune, because I've already had a pass.
I'd let a linguistics check help with the book, or you could take lead on that.
Yeah, I'm not really a linguist. I think I'll try and help somebody else out.
Zephyros says, I've got a +9 linguistics.
I'll go back to musing over the...
What language do you think this is? Zephyros? I see some patterns here.
Zephyros steps over to take a look. Can I do a linguistics roll for this?
Sure.
I'll go ahead and aid you on it.
I think it's some common derivative, though, some sort of cipher.
So I would have been 9, so with your 8, I'm 11, right?
Yeah.
Anybody else? No takers?
I guess if Zephyros is talking about it, I looked at it. I'm distracted by everybody musing over this thing.
Okay, never mind. So you can't help. Okay, so it's 1d20.
Wait, no,
plus
I'll try
11.
an aid. What is it? A
Linguistics.
That's just if you're untrained, right?
Mm-hmm.
10.
Yeah, that works.
That's an 8.
So 13, 1d20 plus 13.
This is a linguistics check, and what question are you asking?
We're trying to identify the language here.
Or we're trying to decipher it too.
The decipher it, sorry, yeah.
Trying to figure out how to crack this code.
The letter M?
No, the book.
No, the book.
Oh, the book. Okay, I was like...
Yes, Fereosae called...
how am I-
2 hours
How am I
later.
gonna say this without being an asshole?
So what happened was Zephyros was standing there looking at the amulet,
Yep.
and Fereosae realized that Zephyros is good with languages and needed some help and called him over. And he
Okay,
walked
so
over.
you guys are having fun.
Professor, yeah.
You guys are having fun on the
So the professor is giddy with excitement to be amongst scholars again and to be musing over a problem.
Oh, that was
And
not
his
a
team.
good roll.
Okay. You guys almost have it. You think with a bit more work, you could probably get it. You're starting to figure out that they might have just shifted the letters of the alphabet.
Oh, damn bloody brilliant fools!
But it's not exactly just a shift with the entire alphabet. Now you guys are trying to group. It's almost like they shifted a line of the letters. They took the alphabet and put it into lines, and then each individual line they shifted by a number of characters. So you guys are like uncovering it. With a 16, you're starting to get the gist that this is just a double accounting of ins and outs. But you do notice that the numbers are getting higher in the last 3 or 4 months.
So whatever it is increasing or appreciating.
Several orders of magnitude.
If this is what I think it is, Gaedran was making a lot more money.
Fencing his stolen goods, I'll bet.
Maybe his goods were getting better than...
Interspersed,
Stop making it off those fish cakes.
interspersed in a lot of these things were like really tiny amounts, though. You're not. It's like
Fish cakes? Pointing at the tiny amounts?
selling their slurry treats.
It is income, after all.
It's here. Here is fish cakes, and this one. This ridiculously large one. This absurdly large, ridiculously
Yes.
too big line. That's Luudo buying fish cakes.
Oh no!
Cover my.
You did.
Okay, this might be evidence that could be brought before the law in station to
I'll hold it up once we
show
start
illicit things.
I'll wager anyone $20.70 that even if we show this to the property authorities, no one will do anything.
Do you know who would be worth something to? That Psy fellow. Especially if we knew what it really represented.
Perhaps I could get someone to, some sort of sage or someone to help us identify where this amulet came from.
Ooh.
Well, have we
Useful. Yeah.
finished musing over it ourselves? Come, Zephyros. Truly us two gentlemen scholars can crack the code.
So Zephyros looks at the amulet and he goes, I wonder if something geography would tell us anything about the amulet.
Can you use magic to learn more about it?
We do have that
In the
spell.
morning?
Zephyros, you did pick up a scroll, did you not?
A scroll of what?
Oh, locate item. Maybe not so useful.
It's right there. I say to it at the end.
Yes. Proper point.
Pixel buzzes around you happily.
Zephyros picks it up and holds it behind his back and goes, Can you see it now?
You can identify it.
I'm a proper lout.
Do you know anything about it? Says Manny to Luudo.
Not that I've ever seen.
Yeah, you don't remember.
No.
Is it a, do I know it as a crest or a symbol used by any of the factions in or around this area? Or anywhere that I know of?
Heraldry is a knowledge nobility.
Oh, here's the thing. I rub elbows with only the wealthiest in this realm because they have the deepest pockets. Am I right? 23.
23?
Yes.
Nice. This is the family crest of a noble family that has. You're not even sure if they're around anymore.
Ah, I recognize it. It's the noble family crest. But who were they again?
They are called the Malavella family.
Malavella, huh?
Mallavella. An old noble family that fell on hard times. You think the patriarch of the family, kind of like you're reciting some book that you learned a long time ago, is a man named Morphelio. Morphelio was an adventurer, and a rather successful one, who took this letter M as his family's symbol, the letter M using the Fey giant language, and you're pretty sure that he thought that it would ward against the powers of fairies. 23, you might have to do some research, but the family was an old family. They went in decline. Morphelio came around. They grew rich again. Something about they founded their own remote valley estate, which means they're incredibly rich. And there's a hint of maybe rumors of tragedies. And now you're starting to see dots connect. And the loss of children. Without heirs, Morphelio might have been the last of the Malavella family.
Hungry for children they were. Fell on hard times. Quite the local legend in his day, really. Had a place deep in the hills far away.
They were reclusive. They were kind of like upset that their family fell in decline and perhaps established their home far from where other nobles established their estates.
Bitter with their lot in life, even with so much. Such a disdain for the company of others.
Do they have a manor nearby as well? Maybe halfway up the...
Do I remember where the manor was?
This would be a knowledge geography or another knowledge nobility.
Knowledge geography I can help with.
Help a brother out.
Knowledge local even. I don't know if anyone has that. This would be knowledge local station.
What the fudge? I don't think I've had a good roll in 3 or 4 games now.
I got a 20 to not step in the piss earlier. I know that's
Because
good,
that's
man.
what you want to roll a 20 for, right?
Yeah, right?
I mean, this 11 that I rolled on a 2 is not going to give us anything.
Anybody? That'll give me a +2 still, right?
No,
11?
that was
No,
him
that
trying to
wasn't
roll
a
on his
success.
own.
Oh, okay. Am I gonna just go for it? 26.
Something is telling you that you vaguely recall that they built their manor on the edge of the slough.
I've probably never been here, right?
You've never been here. They distanced themselves from like the Emperor's Valley and trying to crowd around the Emperor's Valley.
Queer place for a noble family to build their manor on the edge of the slough. No one would
The Sovereign's Valley. Sorry.
No one would go there. They liked it that way.
Do I know where it was?
It's on the edge of the slough.
But like I would know how to get there?
26. That's pretty damn good.
Like I could just walk there with cab fare?
You remember the story of they were so rich that they were trying to put in a private rail line that would go from their manor to the station itself so they wouldn't have to deal with anyone?
Did they ever complete it?
No, but you're pretty sure that this rail line would provide a very good path up to their manor.
Spooky abandoned rail line to the creepy haunted manor.
You think for a moment,
Sounds like us.
and you're pretty sure that they were very reclusive. You might have to go trekking around the vicinity of Trashfall again to find it.
Trash fuck.
To find the rail line?
To find the path that they cut up through the mountains to their own private valley.
That the rail line was gonna go on.
The rail line was going to go on.
It never made it all the way to the station.
Oh, they just ran out of money.
Yeah, they just stopped.
I think I could probably get us on the trail. Once we find it, should be simple enough. We know where that manor is. The strange.
Did we talk about our hallucinations at all?
I don't think so.
From the Harrow deck?
Yeah.
Briefly, I think some of you did.
Yeah, I divulged.
I saw visions of what I think was inside the manor. The beast thing sitting in there with the fairies around it.
Yep.
Do I start to think like that looked like a creepy manor?
Zephyros looks at the professor and says, "Was that when you were sweating wax?"
Now that you think of it, there was a crest behind the creature sitting at the head of the table. You think that it is a very large M.
With shaking hands, I'll take the deck back out and I'll thumb through the cards until I find the vision, and I'll hold it out and look at it and say,
When I held this, I saw the inside. Terrible things in there. In there sits a dark creature. I think it's what's become of the family heir. This Morphilo. Morphilio. Twisted by his anger. Strange. What's wrong? Which one was this?
You feel Zalara's presence kind of flip through the cards, and out of the card where you saw your vision, a small illusion appears, and the illusion is of the he who waits to eat. Exactly what you saw before, as Zalara is listening to you whenever you're kind of talking about things and holding on to the cards itself. And I'll put down the token of the creature that looks like it's just sitting there sleeping while sitting up at a table.
He who waits to eat.
Yes. There's definitely the old, rotten, moth-eaten banner of the Malavella family behind this creature that is sitting at a very nice table. Just out of vision, just sort of a little bit out of focus, looks like the rib cage of something suspiciously child size.
Look, he's done it again. Solara.
And then this is the creature, but without his eyes.
Where is this? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know that bad boy.
Stuff out of some sort of filling.
That Marty came up. Okay, I am shaking. Shaking.
Every once in a while, a tooth fairy kind of goes flitting in the background, like you're actually seeing it. You do notice that it sort of wakes up, like perhaps the projection of this is waking it up, and it raises its hands.
Oh, quick,
Its two
quick,
eyes are
Sonora,
there,
turn it
it's
off,
starting to look
turn it
around. You wave at it a few times, and finally the illusion sort of subsides.
Put the card back in the deck. Put the deck back in the box.
You feel Zalara's presence sort of leave, like her active presence is leaving, and she kind of her excitement or the.
Thank you, girl. We've got what we needed.
Okay. You also now know one of the powers of Zalara's Hero deck,
Woo!
in that it can create an illusion once per day.
Ooh.
Can we put that in the Hero deck?
Yeah, sure. Once per day, major image. It's bound to where the cards are, though. But
Once per day, create what image?
major image.
Cool.
Okay. There was a palpable hatred of the creature she was showing you, mixed in with a strange worry.
Hmm. Well,
Just move this thing off. It's creeping
I
me.
think we found the manor and the person that Gaedran was getting such valuable prizes from.
Yes, and I think the reason why the children have been reduced in number.
Yes, feeding them to that insatiable beast.
Who corrupts Fae as well.
Seems like a bit of a powerful one, though. Don't think we could waltz up to the front door. How about you?
Oh no, apparently that was not in my contract,
Says Smelbit.
Raiding old manors is definitely not in the contract.
It's not a place of business. What nonsense is this?
I will diligently sell your things for you. Get a good price.
Yes, of course.
I want gold, not that paper.
Oh, but paper turns to soil. Isn't that just as good?
Not for buying things.
Silver and gold. Yes, Melbert can make that arrangement.
For me. The others can have their paper if they like.
Paper is much more easy to carry.
He says.
Very true.
Not that some of us would have that problem.
The old man looks down at the animate bag
It's just sitting on a table in front of Zephyros drooling.
and wonders if it can carry that much gold. How much weight in gold can it carry?
Two little eyes kind of looking back at you. Blinks.
Well, I suppose then, contract completed for the part with our barkeep across the way. Well, we must actually go check that attic and speak with him once we're done with these transactions. Oh, probably now. He probably knows we're back in town. His thugs were in front of your house, Zephyros. He probably will come find us if we don't go over there.
I think we could use
They
a good
were-
night's sleep first.
Yes, a good night's sleep indeed. About
Good night's
that.
sleep and some food.
Yes.
Food in here?
Yes. Do you have any food in here?
I have some prickly pear fruit.
Ooh, that's quite a delicacy.
You're able to go down to the slough
And some milk.
you're able to go down into the slough, spend a few dollars to get food.
Milk.
Apparently, they're now camping out of
Out of your apartment, though.
I don't think we'll ever ask for anything. It's just we're continuing to be here. Nobody's leaving the stuff. My apartment is literally filled with shit and piss.
If we're going down to the slough to spend some dollars for food, can we buy some food that we can carry on our persons as well?
Yeah, if you guys want to spend the dying hours of the day doing some commerce, that would be fine as well. Malbut can easily divvy up the cash that you guys have. Let me just do some quick math here. 349 plus 20 plus 3.96 plus 0.98. Yeah, 9.8 plus 17. How many of you are there?
Who all counts?
Did you promise Malbut a share? No, he was getting paid from.
Yeah, and
five.
only like 1/3 of that contract showed up too. We were supposed to have 2 other dudes.
You can add $80 to your wealth.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, there's no gold that quickly.
Okay, I'll add $80 to my wealth,
Yeah.
and then I'll try and find a way to convert it.
So without waiting additional days, he quickly divvies up the portable wealth.
Okay. And then how much food can we buy?
I'll feed some nopales and prickly pear fruits to the bag of holding.
Is this for eating or for keeping?
For eating.
Okay, it disappears and it disappears forever.
Yep.
I will first head to a candle maker and see if I can put in an order for a candle using some wax I have. Post haste.
Very quickly.
Okay, give me a second here. Food. Over here. You looking for trail rations?
Yeah.
A gold per day for you.
And how much can I reasonably buy and carry with me?
It is 2 pounds of food per day for you.
How about for small creatures?
It's the same as medium.
Okay.
5 silver and 1 pound.
Okay. 5.
5.
Half a Zoller?
Yeah, half a Zoller.
I think I'm gonna get.
Is that
It's at 50 cents.
50 cents. Yeah.
what about I'm not gonna buy trail rations. I want like wines, cheeses, meats, breads. I want a proper party snacks.
That I could take on the bed. Honestly, I could throw a baguette, some meat and cheese.
Portable
in a
and
bag.
fun. you
Yeah.
know? Like a lunchable.
So you
What about
want a good meal or a banquet meal?
Probably good. I'm also kind of
You're a little poor.
yeah.
A little poor.
Yeah, that's the word. Poor.
Excellent.
Okay, a good meal is 50 cents, but you need 3 of them per day. So it'd be $1.50 per day.
Okay. I'm gonna buy like probably a week's worth of food. I don't really
Okay.
think about that.
7 days of good meals.
Probably, yeah. How much weight is that?
It's not compact, so it's 14 pounds of food.
For 7.
No, 14. 2
One day?
2 pounds per meal, so 6
Okay.
times 7. It's 42 pounds of food.
I'm not gonna buy a whole week's worth.
It's like think of like loading up your backpack at the grocery
Yeah.
store.
And that's not gonna get better in a week either, that food.
I'm gonna buy enough to feed.
How many of us are there? 1,
5.
5. I'm gonna buy 5.
Oh,
And
Zephyros counts as a large.
Don't worry about Zephyros. He'll buy his own food because he has to buy a lot of food for him.
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna buy party snacks.
I'll buy a round for everybody and a couple days for myself.
Okay.
After this.
So,
So Zephyros, what should I use as Zephyros' carrying capacity? Medium load, light load, or heavy load?
Light.
Light. So 173 pounds or less.
What's your strength?
22, I think. Yeah, 22.
I thought it was higher than that.
No.
22. Okay. Your carrying capacity at 22. No, you're large. I believe that's doubled.
Oh, is that doubled? So Zephyros, essentially Zephyros can buy himself a week's worth of food and carry it, right?
Yep. Yeah. No problem. Yeah. Your light load is 173 times 2, so 346. Makronom weighs 80 pounds.
Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll get a week's worth of rations for Zephyros. Because he's got to carry the party stuff around as well, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, so you have just enough time to go to the market to split up the cash and then to buy some food. I'm assuming everyone is purchasing some food and putting it on the tear sheet.
I'm gonna do that, but first I wanted to go to the candle store.
Oh yes.
Drop off an order so there's time to get it made. The fish treats.
I'm just checking some of my business names here.
I'm gonna walk over to Henry and show him my Devil's Pawn Shop card. Like now that I've known you, it seems like this might be kind of up your alley.
Ooh, most interesting. Might have to stop on by.
Oh, I need a name for a camel trail.
Wet
This
wigs.
little light of mine.
What's that?
This little light of mine.
Light of mine.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Get your wick wet.
I imagine just like a nice, like, really earthy yoga woman runs this candle shop and
Yeah.
she's gonna make the, like, Balbodnatheb Ancient One Summoning Doom candle.
I hope
I
it's
made it smell like Chipuli.
Oh, thank you, man.
hope it's
Okay.
a older drunk.
And it's run by whom?
I think it's some sort of earthy yoga woman. I think her name is probably Lavender something.
Lavender bottom.
Lavender Holly Bottom.
Holly Bottom. That sounds like a halfling name.
Yeah, I can
Think
see.
you might have found some woman for old Luudo.
Okay, you walk into this little light of mine. It's got some lanterns and some like tiki torches outside of the entranceway. It's like a building stuck between two buildings. You're pretty sure this construction in other parts of Grand Station would be illegal, but this is the Slough. You kind of have to duck in to get in, and there is a showroom, which basically you're pretty sure is that Zephyros would have a hard time walking down without hitting stuff, where there's all sorts of candles and little lanterns and like a hodgepodge of things that create light. And at the end of it, you can see this this halfling with really, really, really purple eyes. It's almost like there's something wrong with her eyes.
Oh, good day, madam. I'll saunter up to the counter.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Welcome to this little light of
Ah, thank you. I understand that this is a candle shop, and I presume you a candle maker?
Of course.
Ah, splendid. Just what I was looking for.
Come in.
I had already stepped through the door.
She's beckoning you forward. You notice as you're walking forward, there's a little trick where some of the candles are going lighting up as they go.
I'll do a spellcraft check to detect magic on it immediately.
Okay.
Don't be alarmed. These are friendly lights.
Oh, yes. Quite interesting, though. How does it work?
Yes.
I will study it for a second and then realize being rude, turn and walk back to the counter.
Okay. Well, you have to walk all the way down, and these little lights kind of poof out as you're going. There's a nice incense from a lot of the candles. Pine,
So then you are the candle maker for this establishment?
pine, lemon. There's like a patchouli, a hickory.
Most excellent.
Some sort of cinnamon-ish, spicy.
Yes.
Making me hungry. Must buy supplies after this. Anyway, yes, yes.
Why not treat more than just one of yourself?
Ah, all of them I think would be good, but in my case, I think I'm mostly looking for light. You see, I have a rather peculiar and urgent request. I need your assistance making a candle using very specific ingredients. Can you do that? Make it quickly? Nothing too elaborate, just a simple candle will do.
Okay, her eyes are really strange.
I'm looking at him. Am I having trouble, like, concentrating on the conversation?
Nope. They're just like unearthly purple, almost like they have a light within them.
I see a lot of weird shit every day, so I think I'm just gonna plow ahead.
Okay.
Is it something you could do quickly?
Her hair is a little bit like silvery with a tinge of purple. She has very, very delicate features for a halfling. She's halfling, but
Is she halfling?
she might be something else as well.
She seems like she's half something. Yes. Is that something you can do then?
I can make a taper for you. Show me this wax.
Ah, splendid. I'll produce the wax.
Okay.
Curious. It's sort of icky.
She says that she's like touching her hands.
Oh, yes. Part of one of my experiments, actually. It's a bit of a gross story. I will save you the details.
From what creature came this wax?
So, if you can believe it, it came from me. Like I said, experiments, you see. I'm very deep in some research. I'll trail off remembering that my life's research has been stolen from me and the pursuit of knowledge is hollow. And
It will be a very small candle.
perfectly fine.
Like this.
And she shows you like a little teacup kind of
Little
candle.
tea light.
Yep.
Well, that will do. How long?
Come back tomorrow.
Okay. How much?
$5.
$5. That's a bit steep.
She blinks.
Yes.
3.
Candles?
Clearly, your skill is far beyond. You can do that in a matter of moments.
It's not how it normally works.
True, but as a matter of principle, $3.
For...
Deal.
Okay.
I will pay her the $4 to make this candle. Ah, it is truly.
May this little light of mine I shall be.
Thank you. Truly a beautiful place, sir.
I'll say some pleasantries as I'm studying the candles as I walk out.
Particularly beautiful. What was your name again?
Lavender,
Lavender Pennybottom, was it?
because of my eyes.
Ah, quite interesting eyes. Is there a story behind them, or are they just beautiful, madam?
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose you don't tell just anyone, eh?
Yeah.
Well, thank you anyway.
She seems a little spaced out. Got little braids in her hair.
On, adventurer. Your quest awaits.
Thanks for the subs.
Who's the sub? Is that good?
Keb dubs.
That's good, right?
Thank you. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you, Kebdubs.
Aww.
And enjoy your little dragon emote. Yay. I think it's Dra Blue? Is that the one? No. Dra.
Do subs get a villain or hero points?
Dra Green. Yeah, that's the one. I think there's a blue one too for another.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Welcome to the channel. Let us know if you have any questions. This strange halfling. She takes the commission. You left the strange wax that came out of your own pores when you had the vision of something truly terrible.
Albodnothip.
The candles light up as you're kind of going in and out, allowing just enough of it to burn to get the scent of each of the candles. You're wondering if something is there, as someone who uses unseen servants. You're wondering if something is around. Like, you didn't see her cast any spells to do this. It's either an existing effect or.
I'll study it as I go out. See if I can decipher what the hell she's doing to make this curiosity happen.
Okay, give me a spellcraft check. 24. The telltale signs of illusory things.
Yes. I'll smile after.
A little wisp of smoke that something moves through it. Maybe a tinkling, like, sound of a creature moving.
I will
Flying through the air.
give her one of these as I go out the door.
She simply gives you this really dazed wave.
Nice. Good. We'll have to tell Levi
The-
or tell Luudo about that.
The chimes as you leave the door, and you leave the horrible daemonic wax with this nice shopkeeper.
Oh, good, yeah. I totally did.
Returning to your fellows who are all camped out in this really tiny apartment.
With all the food.
Yeah, they're having a small feast at this point.
They're smoking.
Pixel's complaining about how there's a stain here and how everything's dirty there, and how they're like smushing things, and yeah, you're not sure why they're all just crowded in here.
I'll be passing out the
I'm willing to let them stay for the night.
Yeah. Okay.
the dinner party supplies. Has everybody started in on eating? Or?
Yeah, looks like that. Looks like everyone's ate. It's a late evening.
No one. Did wine come with that?
Yeah, I'll at least bust out. Well, I brought some extra supplies for us for dinner. Seems you've started in, but here, help yourselves. Let's pass some out. Some wine at least would be good.
This is the token that Ahmed used at the beginning of the campaign when Ahmed, Adam, and Mark crashed the stream on game 2. Have I used this particular token before? No, but I may have used something hobgoblin-ish, like as in like the character hobgoblin. There was a green one that I used that was like the character hobgoblin that I've used, so that might be where. Malbut is going to spend time away from here. He doesn't spend time in the place where you guys are expecting an ambush potentially. He does take your stuff and tells you in a few days meet him back at the Pearl, and he'll have most of your stuff sold.
Nice.
Sounds fine.
Or he'll just keep your stuff if you never.
What is that demon steel scimitar and the light steel shield with lower planar symbols?
Yeah, you guys have leveled up, so you guys can think about things again and kind of compare notes and have a look at these. So Matt, Fereosae or Matt is asking about the demon steel scimitar that you got from one of the reanimating skeletons.
Right.
That attacked you on the train in the first adventure. The demon steel looks like it's kind of like a reddish russet steel. It's a little bit flaky. But you get the sense that it's strongly made and it's somewhat serrated. This thing would do on a really good hit. You're guessing would do a lot more damage than normal. But I would need something in particular, maybe a knowledge. Craft weapons or a alchemy. Figure out the property of that.
Got nothing for that.
Mm.
Is there anything I could do to aid somebody who knows what they're doing? Appraise, maybe?
I want to ask a different question before Zephyros gets involved in this. Could Zephyros have gone to the market or bought some food and gone back and perhaps learned to spell during the night? Because there's a scroll that he wants to learn.
Yeah, you could have tucked yourself off to the side and attempted to learn a scroll. So yeah, I believe there's a spellcraft check involved.
Yeah, and that also means that Zephyros can't partake in this because he's busy with the scroll.
Yep,
Yeah.
and keep in mind that I believe divination is your opposition school.
Yes.
So I think it's 4 higher, four more difficult to learn.
Okay, I'll make
The
a note
DC.
of that.
Okay, the demon steel scimitar. Who's taking lead on this?
I got nothing.
I have like appraise. That's about it.
I got no kind of craft weapons or
Craft woodworking, but this is not wood.
Close enough.
Alchemy? Anyone have alchemy?
anybody's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Luudo for the win here.
Oh, that's right. Luudo used to like run bombs into small holes to mine, so he's got a bit of.
That's why the dwarves don't like the way we mine. Blow shit up.
There's no craftsmanship involved.
They don't like it. They
Tiny holes, blowing things up.
Pull it up and then pick up the trash. You know?
They can't get through because it's fast. Alright. 18.
This is demonic steel.
What's that do?
We'll call it abyssal steel. It increases the crit multiplier of the weapon.
Cool.
Sweet.
So instead
Wow.
of an 1820 times 2 weapon, the scimitar is an 1820 times 3 weapon.
It's a nice weapon.
It does have the property, however, that the weapon cannot be keened. Like it's just made
is.
jagged and is just that way. And then this scimitar is and you kind of cringe as some of the other scimitars were gone and disappeared as you threw the skeletons away and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
This is a masterwork abyssal steel
This thing's probably worth some cash monies.
scimitar. So 1d6, 18 through 20
Times 3.
times 3.
Nice.
Which means it wasn't even forged on the pearl in which you live. You're not sure where it came from.
But I can identify it.
Yep. And then the light steel shield with the lower planar symbols on it.
Knowledge planes?
Yeah, knowledge planes
Ooh, I
recognize the lower
Probably
planar
help on
symbols.
that. I got a big old +10 on that bad boy.
Got a +9.
You don't want any.
I think I assist 17, right?
You assist. I'll go ahead and run point on this one then. Anyone else want to
This will
knowledge
you
planes?
don't want to cook with it.
Zephyros is doing stuff.
Yeah, Zephyros
Knowledge
can't protect.
planes?
He's
I don't
busy
have it.
learning the spell.
All right, here we go.
Does Manny?
18.
The symbols that are on it suggest that it comes from the lower planes that exists between one of the lower planes that exists between Hell and the Abyss itself, which is called Hades.
Okay.
Hades is a doldrum of a place, an endless gray gloom that is said to even over time bleach the color from things to a gray or white. It is a place full of forgotten and angry souls, the graveyard of the multiverse.
It's the same place that Gaedran's key came from, I think.
Yes, interesting.
Perhaps that's why he found those skeletons.
This is a masterwork light steel shield. The symbols don't have any particular power, it just they might represent, there's a chilling thought, what army the skeletons come from, or who they're beholden to, or maybe they're just beholden to the plane itself. So I'm going to say with Hadean symbols on it.
Hadean?
Hadean, as in from Hades.
Well, yeah. Makes sense.
I don't know if you're selling these things or you're keeping them. Manny has no use for the light steel shield. I guess you could use a scimitar, although he always seems to have his
He's not gonna use that scimitar.
his big staff in hand.
You know who would use that?
Who's that?
That murder bug in the bar would probably buy a weapon like this. He might. I don't know how much cash money he's got on him though.
Or if he'll talk to us kindly.
He had enough money to buy it, and then maybe we just rent him out later. We're just selling the sword to ourselves down the road.
It's fine if you keep some of these things. I just want to know if it ends up in the pile that.
It's like worth a ton of money though, right? We want to probably sell that, I think. If none of us can directly use it.
It's worth something.
It seems like it's like a crazy expensive weapon. It's not. It's forged on a different plane.
The shield would make a nice tray for, say, a skull with cactuses planted in it.
You do have some very nice decorations around here, I must say.
Okay,
Great.
I'm gonna add that to Fereosae's sheet.
I almost feel like it's part of a set.
Oh. True. That is the skull of the creature that wielded this.
Yes.
And I'm gonna put that under your at-home Masterwork light steel shield with Hadean symbols.
Seems like
as a tray.
beautiful
Yep.
blade.
Excellent. I like it.
Sell on the streets.
Okay, you don't have to decide that now. If you're still figuring it out.
I think we'll probably prop it up against the shield and the set over there. We're all hanging out in here, it seems. Just kind of make yourself at home, I guess, guys. That's fine. Yeah.
So are all of you at the end of filling your bellies and having a quick shop around?
Does anybody
Going
take
to
me up
sleep?
on some of the orders for food? I'm trying to give people food because I cannot carry or eat the many days worth of food I ended up with.
So Zephyros will
I'll
eat some of it, but he
definitely-
just needs to finish what he's busy with at the moment.
I'll certainly let you feed me tonight.
I have 13 good meals. I'm feeding anybody who wants food.
So Zephyros will certainly take, but he's just gonna do his rolls for learning the spell first.
Yeah, give me
It's gonna be a tough one because it's a second level spell, which means on a normal day you would have to hit 17. But because this is from the opposition schools, he's got to hit 21, right?
Yeah. So I had notes on learning a spell somewhere.
You want food?
Food, sir? Yes.
Wine and cheese.
Yes. Delicious.
Manny,
Ready? Food?
Oh, he's lactose.
But some meat would be good, right? You
Yeah,
like
copying a
meat?
spell. It took 2 hours to copy. It costs you 40 gold pieces of ink. To
Yeah,
learn a
and I
spell.
have exactly 40.
15 plus spell level, and let me just double check on that plus 4 because it's pretty harsh if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Wizard. But I think I have a feeling it is harder. Spells. What do they call it? Opposition schools.
So Zephyros is going to try and learn the spell Locate Object, which he has on a scroll with him. Of course, if he can learn it, then we can use that repeatedly. Whereas if he doesn't learn it, we can only use it once.
Can you attempt to learn it again later though if you fail?
Yeah, if I fail, I can. If he fails, he can learn it again after he's leveled again, I think.
Can I help him learn it?
Well, you were doing other things. So I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
like
so.
if you fail and we do
Yeah,
this again,
it is a check that you could aid him on doing.
I feel like we could,
The +4, the -4, or the +4 to DC is only for crafting items
ooh.
of your opposition. It does not say for learning.
Okay, so do you want to make that a universal rule, or?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so it's not a +4 for scrolls, or do you want to make it a rule? For
No,
+4?
it's not. It's not a +4.
Okay, so that means all I have to do is hit 17. So it's 1d20 plus 11, which is my spellcraft, and I'm chasing a 17 DC, right? Yes!
Okay. You're able to pen the spell book or the spell in your spell book. This does eat up the scroll. Please remove the scroll.
It eats up the scroll and all of my ink. I have no magic ink left.
Okay.
I still have 7 days worth.
Who is carrying Gaedran's amulet, or the amulet of the
You picked it up, right?
Malavella family?
I had picked it up, but I don't want to carry it. It's Uki.
I suppose
Doesn't like fairies.
Oh, true.
I don't want this thing.
Any?
It's just wrong.
What does it do again? Some sort of protection.
Natural armor +1 and a bonus versus all effects from fairies and giants.
Maybe you, Luudo, you could use a bit of protection.
I suppose if nobody else wants it, does it stink or something?
Zephyros too might benefit. He found himself at the
Yeah,
front of the
yes.
battlefield last time.
I prefer Zephyros had it.
Zephyros,
Yes.
would you hold on to this for us?
Why would I hold on to it? What is the benefit to me?
It gives you some extra protection if you find yourself in front of all of us next battle.
Which
Dickens
is
your
likely
bark.
where I will be, is it not?
If all goes according to plan, and that is we don't defeat them before they realize it.
Thickens your bark and helps you with tooth fairies.
Sure. Let's put it on my character sheet. I will carry it with me.
Yes, of course.
Alright, I'll let you adjust your armor class by 1. It affects your touch AC, it does not... no, sorry, it affects your flat-footed and your normal AC. It doesn't affect your touch or incorporeal.
Okay, so it gives me a +1.
+1 natural armor, which stacks with your... It's an enhancement bonus on top of your already +1 natural armor. And yes, that stacks with major armor.
Yes.
Okay. The rest of the stuff looks like it's going into Malbit's hands. So you spend a night at Fereosae's apartment, and is there a watch?
I think we are still, in theory,
Trying to get the drop on him if he comes back.
Yeah, I definitely want to set a watch.
Okay. There are no assailants that come into your apartment. The night passes uneventfully. There is a slow drizzling rain this morning. In an overcast sky. all of you slowly start to rouse, as crowds tend to do when they sleep in a very small confinement. As soon as one person's up, everyone starts to wake up.
I'm pretty old. Am I the first one up?
Sure.
I'll start
Did you have
baking,
to pee?
looking for coffee or tea.